So without further ado, man, I don't want to make this video way too long because I mean, like, honestly, you're probably gonna watch the video and like the longer it gets, the less information you take in. So I'll keep it real short. I have a couple rules. I mean, a couple tips that help me really get on this mindset of success, being on a successful mindset. So the first rule is not to compare yourself to anyone. Meaning that because success is such an individual thing, it has to come from you, from your heart, from your whatever the fuck. It has to come from you basically. So if you compare yourself and you compare yourself to like your friend, which is going that way, and you're going this way, and you're trying to look at him and be like, damn, he's doing this, that, and the other. Maybe I should just look at him or do whatever. Which is the point of like, do not compare yourself. If you know where you're going, if you know what success means to you, like truly what it means to you, because I cannot tell you what success is. Like people say, like being successful is having so much money in the bank, having a wife, having kids, these type of things. Like maybe having your own business or whatever. Just basically money, fame, whatever the fuck. Some people don't see that shit as success, you know. So it's not like maybe mainstream media got you thinking like you need those check boxes to actually be like successful, but it's not true at all. Because some people are very happy with their life, very satisfied with their lives, while they are probably about my age and they're already having a family and shit like that. They're working 9 to 5 and they're happy with that. They have kids and stuff of that nature. You know, for me, that does not look like success to me. You know, I mean, for me, it does not look like success, but it's not to say that he's doing anything bad. It's because we have different perspectives of success, which is the whole point of do not fucking compare yourself. So me, I do not compare myself. The only way I'd compare myself is quite simply and quite frankly just to observe the difference. For instance, I just said the example. Yeah, people my age already start having families, already start having like serious girlfriends and whatnot, and like what else? Already start having kids, but they might be stuck in a 9 to 5, but they're happy with it. Is what I'm saying. I'd observe that and I'd be like, damn, we living two completely different lives, you know. Because me, I'm more on my grind. I want some things for my life, and I'm working, building toward like I'm working and building my own legacy, you know. So I'm not really worried about having a chick by my side and like having kids and all that stuff of that nature. Like fuck me, I don't need that. But I can look at someone else who's doing that and be like, damn, we're living two completely different lives, and I'm fine with that because I know what my version of success is. So yeah, first thing is do not compare yourself, and if you do, just observe the difference and be grateful that you chose your own version. You chose your own path. You know, you should be proud of that. Like, say that shit with your chest, man. Come on, man. Hey, real quick, I just wanted to mention that my microphone quality is ass, man. Like, yo, forgive me for that one. I'm a little bit soft-spoken because I'm still at home and shit. But just get the message, man. That's it. YS out. So just to add on the first tip I just gave, I just realized that it was also something that was in the 48 laws of power, which is to create your own identity. And that's what I mean, like creating your own version of success also is directly linked to your own identity. So your version of success looks way different than mine, for instance. So yeah, keep that in mind. Just create your own identity and like fuck it, be you. The second point is to be ruthless with people that drag you down. Now, what does that mean? It means that people will always try to test you. People will always try, not even necessarily test you, but like a lot of people don't like it when you really can be yourself and you don't copy others. You know, like sheep, and you just being you, living your life. So people are gonna be like, they're gonna start like coming at you different ways, and you have to be okay with that. The other approach, which would be to be more open-minded and see, you know what? Maybe he doesn't know who I truly am. Maybe he misjudged me, or he or she, by the way, like it doesn't really matter at this point. But what I'm trying to say is that you have to be ruthless with staying with who you are. Like ain't nobody gonna believe your success but you, unless you start inspiring people. Like people start to see success with what you're doing, then they're gonna start believing in you. But at first people are gonna be like, what the fuck this nigga on about? You know, like what the fuck you trying to do, man? Like, hey, you think you're some, and who gives a damn? This is my version of success, so I'm gonna keep going and follow my road. But if you want, and this is what I'm doing currently, like with most people that are still close to me, like I can still be open-minded enough to want to have discussion, and I'm not trying to change people's mind or whatever, and I'm not trying to like to convince anyone of anything. I just want to be open-minded and maybe see like hey, you know what? Why does he think that? Why does she think that? Like, can I maybe dig some things up and see what is truly beneath all that? Why they don't, or why they misjudge me? Like, being ruthless is also knowing how to act with boldness. You know, like you have to be able to say, you know what, you don't like this, fuck you, or you can say like, you know what, you don't like this. Okay, let me find out what's happening. You know, like maybe you're trying to keep some people in your circle. Maybe you're trying to, I don't know, man. Like life is so unpredictable, but like I'm just trying to say that like being open-minded while being bold is a good combination to have, which you would think is impossible, but it's not at all. Because the more open-minded you are, the more information you can gather. The more information you gather, the more you can act with boldness. Because then you know, like, you know what, you're just trying to drag me down and fuck my life up. So get the fuck out of my face. You feel me? So yeah, that's tip number two. So before I get into tip number three, I quickly want to mention that you should start small. For instance, me, I really started with one rule for success, and that was to never duck a fade. I mean, there's no really a point into me explaining what my rules are, because for you it will be way different and you won't understand my rules as I do them. So what I'm trying to say is that start with one rule, and maybe it's going to take you a month, 2 months with this rule, and you do this, you repeat that one rule. Then you'll start adding these rules like more and more. Like right now, I'm at 4 rules for success, and I started maybe like 6 months ago. You know, so like keep that shit in mind, and just create your own rules that you will never fucking like not do. Like you will always honor basically. So yeah. So tip number three would be stay in your success mindset. For me, my success mindset is what makes me the happiest in my life. Like I cannot say that when I live my life and I'm lazy and I'm not following my own rules. I mean, I can say that when I'm being lazy and not honoring my own rules, I will not feel the same. I will not be as present. I will not be as happy with my own life, enjoying my own life. So these rules are really my life rules, if you want. Like they're really things that like, I mean, not life rules, but they're things I really stick by, because it helps me move on in life. It helps me navigate in life. You know, it helps me really see should I do this or should I do that. It's just like a personal guide map, if you want, like a personal compass. So it's really doing what makes you happy as the number one thing in your life, and then also realizing that when you can live so intentional with your life and so free, because you're not following people that are saying, oh, I should be doing this and this and this to be successful, or to be famous in my city, or to be like whatever the fuck, man. Like it doesn't even matter. You will get a lot of hate or a lot of love. You feel me? But like at the same time, you will not realize how many people you can inspire by being you. Like me, I've seen this countless times. Like if you look at my channel, you can see that I dance sometimes. So like I be dancing on the streets. I have my headphones on. I just be like, you feel me? I just be like having fun and dancing. And I'm telling you, the amount of time I saw people just be like, just saying, "Ow," you know, not because I'm doing like crazy ass moves, but because I'm just like honestly not giving a fuck about who's around me, man. I'm just dancing like I was almost fucking crazy in my head, but I'm not. Like I'm fucking sane, but I don't give a fuck. Call me insane. I don't give a damn. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like you will really have people be inspired by your actions, and then the other people will be like, man, what is he on about? But you don't have to let those people like discourage you into being you. So yeah, remember that. Alright, so the fourth tip would be, yo, you gotta be patient with yourself, man. Like you gotta realize however old you are, like let's say you're 18, you gotta realize that you have basically like 15 years of being you, of being like the version of you that you are right now. So not really the success that you just created, like the successful version of you, which is more futuristic in a sense. But you'd have like 15 years to combat the old you versus the new you. So like, of course you're gonna fall back sometimes. Of course you're gonna fuck up sometimes, and you really just have to accept that, because like ain't nobody changed like that. And if you do, you're fucking crazy. People can't do it, of course, but then I personally think that if you change so quick, at some point it's gonna go down again, you know. But if you take it slow, nice and slow, you just do your things and like really like build the right foundations for your own success, then it's gonna be like the longer road. People don't want that, but like if you're here, man, that's what I say, bro. So if you want a quick ass road to get to it, I don't know, man. Find your own thing, man. But for what worked for me is to take it slowly, so that you can ensure that every single little thing that you do, you can think about like, hey, shit, maybe I should have done this, you know. So the next time you do that, so it's like a step by step thing. If you do it like that, and you have patience and you have faith in yourself and you just believe in yourself, like I said in the previous video, like just believing in 1% more than you doubt it, you'll be good, man. Trust me. I think we are at the fifth tip. So the fifth tip would be, what are you willing to sacrifice? And I'm not talking about some weird ass sacrificial things you have to do. No, man. It's like more personal, more inner things that you have to sacrifice, you know. For instance, are you willing to sacrifice your laziness, which is basically like being like procrastination or being lazy is kind of the same thing as you don't really have direction or you genuinely need to rest, but most of the times it's more out of you don't have no direction. um are you willing to sacrifice that to get something else? Like it's something personal for you too. Like I said, this whole video is really me helping you figure out what success is for you. I'm just giving you tips on what helped for me. For instance, what really helped me is starting to make YouTube videos. Is starting to be more, like I said before, like dancing on the streets, like stuff of that nature. Like me, I'm really someone that's really motherfucking private, man. Like I don't want people on my shit, man. Like yo, that's crazy because like I'm literally recording a YouTube video which is gonna be online and anybody can see this shit. But like I'm just trying to say that me, I'm a really private person and I'm still willing to sacrifice part of my privateness or mysteriousness, if you want, because I've genuinely had some things to say and I genuinely want to start being a content creator. So like you can't be both at the same time, you know. So you have to be willing to sacrifice some things, just like it has to make sense. You can't expect yourself to be a successful business owner if you're sleeping 12 hours a day, you know. So like those two things can't really coexist. But of course there are all other things that I was willing to sacrifice because I realized that like once you realize that two things can coexist and you don't have to be fucking stupid with it, like be logical, like really think. For instance, I want to be the best dancer ever and I'm like, man, I don't feel like dancing today. Like how the fuck you gonna be the best if you don't put the work in? So like put the motherfucking work in, man. Like keep that shit easy, man. Alright, the last tip, this is actually my favorite tip because once I realized that, it made all the previous things less of a big deal. So the sixth thing is, realize there's a whole motherfucking world out there. Like you might live somewhere in a small city or big city, it doesn't fucking matter. But outside of the city, there's still people. Outside of that, of your country, there's still people. That you have so many things to even fucking discover in life, and you're so afraid of your people that you know right now. Yo, if people ain't for you, they ain't for you, man. Like accept yourself first, and then the people that will be for you will eventually be there. You know, so like I mean, dog, once you realize that, bro, you honestly you free yourself and your friendships get better, your relationships get better because you're not stuck in a version of you that you don't want to be in. You're much more authentic, much more of yourself, much more happy, much more charismatic, confident because you're following what makes you the happiest, which for me would be to be successful, to live in success. So like once you realize that shit, man, it's really easy, bro. It's really fucking easy. Like you're better off really working on yourself first than trying to please everybody in your life by like maybe like I don't know, not doing things you want to do because it will make other people uncomfortable or like man, you know what? I don't mean no harm, but fuck you. You feel me? Like this is my life, man. So I'm gonna keep going with what the fuck I want to do, man. Yeah, man, that's about it, man. Like, I have some notes over here, but the conclusion would be to accept your own version, to accept your own rules for success, to accept what really success is for you. Um, just to be intentional with everything you do. You know, like don't try to copy someone else's lifestyle because you think he's successful, and then you end up not being happy in your life, and you end up like having fucked up relationships because you're not really happy with yourself. So you blame other people and whatever. Like it's a whole fucking vicious circle, man. Whereas if you just take some time to actually get to know yourself and see how you can change so quickly, you you will live a whole other life, man. You will live a whole other life. And living by your own rules will make you so much more happier. I probably already said that, but I want to say it again because it's that more important, bro. Like, you need some principles that only you would follow. And honestly, for me, the reason even why I'm making these videos is because I wish I could have found these videos when I was struggling with finding my path in life. Because, like, honestly, if I had someone like me making these videos, man, like, I'd be so fucking inspired, bro. And there were some YouTubers that obviously helped, but I mean, bro, you always have your own shit to say. So, like, and it also helps me to remember these things, because, like, if you're teaching something, you should also preach it, and it's also, that's what I'm saying, actually. If you teaching something or giving tips and you don't preach it, it's kind of hella fake. But I'm not like that, luckily. So I'm giving these tips because it's truly the things that I've discovered for me. So yeah, man, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just drop them down in the comments and I'll try to answer them ASAP. And that's it, man. Hey, thank you for watching the video, and peace.